This is Dexter. Dexter learns best when his unique needs are met in his classes and understood by his instructor. And this is Madison. Madison thrives when she has the world at her fingertips and the flexibility to experience it any way she wants. Dexter and Madison's path led them to CCA. CCA will make sure that path leads to success. This is how school works for them. See how CCA can work for your family.
My name is Mickey Minnich. I'm honored to be part of the Mickey Minnich Legendary Coach Award, which was really instituted by Mr. PA Football. And really, this award recognizes PA high school coaches that have contributed to the outstanding tradition of the outstanding Pennsylvania football history of Pennsylvania. What we've done, this is the 11th year for it, and Terry Verrelli, who's going to speak later, is our latest winner. But if you look at the legends that we have, George Chum back in 2011, Tim Renfro 2012, George Curry 2013, Mike Williams 2014, Jim Render 2015, Mike Penton 2016, Joe Hamilton 2017, Jim Rolfe, still coaching, state champion 2018, George Novak 2019, Jack Henzis 2020, and Terry Verrelli 2021. You know, these coaches, it's amazing. They've won 70% of their games, which is 3,850. They've only lost 1,100. And more than that, they're outstanding. I look at my coach, Tommy Dean, Wayne Penn High School. He was a mentor to me, a father figure. And through football, I learned so many things from him that I practice in life today that get me through each day. And so that's the legendary. And people say, well, why me? Well, that's a good question. I coached for 8-9 years. My winning percentage was in that 77%. But I think helping organize Mr. P football and working with them, I did the Big 33 for 22 years. And I think all those combined together is why my name is with the Legendary Coach Award. I'm so humbled by that. But back to our 2021 honorary legendary coach, Terry Verrelli. What an amazing, like all these coaches are. I'm just so honored to be part of it. Went to Curwensville Area High School. Then 1978 was hired at Wilmington Area High School, where he coached and taught for 39.5 years. And he taught geography and science. And what I could find out, like I was proud to be a biology chemistry teacher, he was an outstanding teacher and a good leader of young people. His record was 314, 118 losses, 3 ties. He was the coach of the year in District 10. They moved a little bit 5 times. Plus, he has so many other honors, I can't even read them off. I'm going to let him explain when he speaks. He was the state coach of the year for Pennsylvania PSFCA, the State Coaching Association, in 2008. And then ultimately, he won the state championship in 2008. And then when I was working with Big 33, he was an assistant in 2001. Then he was inducted in the PSFCA Hall of Fame in 2012. Married 45 years, wife Garney and 2 daughters. And I'm so honored, you know, with all these coaches and tradition. Pennsylvania has it. The impact that all of the coaches have on the young people of Pennsylvania. I know when I coached how interested I was in their future, their career. So with no other honors that Terry can tell us, and now our 2021 inductee, Terry Verrelli.
I would like to thank Mickey for the introduction and also thank Mr. PA Football Organization for selecting me for such a prestigious honor. You know, I've had some time to think about this award, and you know, I think it's the greatest thing for any coach to be recognized for his hard work by his peers. And, you know, this is really a special award. So I want to thank those involved in selecting me for that. I've been retired now for 4 years, and, you know, it's given me time to reflect back on the 39 years being a head coach. When you're coaching, the only thing you think about is who's up next and, you know, what you need to do to prepare for that. And, you know, being retired, I've sat back and thought about all the people that are involved in building a successful program. And, your coaches, I've had a lot of coaches in 39 years, and they've all been great participants in the program and done a great job for me. The administration, I don't believe you can build a program without their support. And of course, in 39 years, you go through a few superintendent and principals, and they've all supported me in the program. So I need to thank those people for that. And number one on the list is certainly my wife. Before I took this job, I sat down with her and said, if you do not agree with me taking this job, and explaining to her all the time that's involved, I wasn't going to take the job. And she bought right in. She, our two girls were cheerleaders. My wife got involved in, every facet that she could. Matter of fact, when I decided that it was time for me to move on and let the younger guys take over, she was a little upset, because it was her life too. And, people that are in a profession that many years, the first thing they ask you is, well, what are you going to do with yourself now? And nobody ever thinks about, your wife. And, she was in the same boat. What am I going to do? She didn't want me to give it up. But, if I can give some advice to younger coaches trying to get a head football job, if you don't sit down with your wife and explain everything that you're going to have to do to be successful, and that she agrees 100%, don't take the job, because you won't be coaching long. I can tell you that. And, I give all the credit to my wife that I was able to actually coach for 39 years. Administration, they're obviously a major part too. And you have to sit back and realize all the things that go on with that. But, when it comes down to young kids in football, those that are trying to step up to the next level, or even going into college, there are very few natural athletes that can perform at a high level without hard work or practice. Most teams are made up of average kids that, and if I were to give any advice, look, you got to be patient, and you got to be persistent, and you got to put in the time. I got to believe my success is totally based on time. I mean, nothing else can get in your way. Otherwise, you're not going to reach the pinnacle that you are striving for. So, young kids, I think you've got to be patient, number one, and work hard. When you don't want to get out of bed Saturday morning for the workout, those who get out are those who are, going to be successful. You can go a long way with hard work and patience, and you can achieve what you don't think you can. And I think that I have to be an example of that. So again, I would like to thank everyone that is involved in my selection to this prestigious award. And, I want to thank you again.
The legendary coach is presented by Carmen and Tanya Finestra. They are proud to sponsor the Mr. PA Football Mickey Minnich Legendary Coach Award. Congratulations to all the finalists.